Hello everyone, we are back and with the guy that probably most of you have been waiting for, the Gauss Shotgun. Now, first of all, before you ask, no, I do not have all the mods for this one this time, but thankfully this is a bit different in the sense that the Gauss Shotgun actually has very similar mods to the Combat Shotgun, but a few less, because the Combat Shotgun itself has a bunch of useless mods, and the Gauss Shotgun still has some of those sadly retained, but not as much. So if you walk up to Samuel here at the foundation, at the rank of ally, of course, as you can see here, he can sell you the Gauss Shotgun plans. It's gonna cost you 500 gold, as you can see here. And right off the bat, I'm gonna tell you which ones you probably need for the best setup. There are two options for the stock, either the aligned stock or the precise stock. The reason I would recommend the precise stock is, first of all, it's half the price of the aligned stock. And the aligned stock's main benefit over the precise one is that it gives you recoil improvement. But for a shotgun like this, it doesn't really matter because it isn't an auto shotgun and it doesn't fire that fast anyway. And the precise stock actually gives you extra durability, which is gonna come real handy, as you will see soon enough. Then, after the precise stock, I would recommend the perforating magazine, or if you like to miss your shots a lot of time, then maybe the extended magazine. It's only 100 each, so you can probably buy both from just the day's grind, so I'm gonna show you how they compare anyway. Then you only need the hardened receiver, because this gives you the best damage, so that's another 200 gold. And there is an extended barrel as well as a shielded barrel. The shielded one is here, but as you can see here, the shielded barrel I did not buy because it says it's improved range. The extended barrel says superior range and better accuracy. And you know, the way things work in Fallout is that improved is a slight improvement, superior is a bigger improvement, and exceptional is the best improvement as far as I know. But in any case, the superior is better than the improved, so it has better range and plus accuracy over the shielded barrel, and it costs the same. So you will need extended barrel, one type of the two magazines that is offered, the hardened receiver, and the precise stock or the aligned stock if you want that recoil, but I wouldn't recommend it. That's all you need. I actually bought the short scope too, just to test it how it works, but as you would expect, it doesn't work well on a shotgun, and thankfully the shotgun itself comes with the built-in reflex sight, which is really useful, and that's the one that you're gonna need. But I'm gonna show how this looks anyway, of course, just to actually help you make up your mind. Of course, there is the prime receiver, and this is actually probably the most ammo efficient of all the prime weapons in the game, because it doesn't fire as fast as either the pistol or the Gauss minigun. So if you want damage, then I can recommend buying the prime receiver, but for this test I don't really want to buy it because it's basically just more damage for a more expensive ammo type, which isn't really something I need to test, I feel like. So when it comes to crafting the thing, you will need, of course, a workbench as well as a rank of science, and I suggest having Science Master on rank 2 to get some improved durability from it. Then you can go down and craft it at energy guns and then Gauss Shotgun. It will cost you 8 aluminium, 4 circuitry, 2 legendary modules, 11 screws, 2 silver, 2 springs, 10 steel, and 4 wood. Once you crafted it, you will have something with 1 to 3 legendary effects of randomized variety. Now, let's go down to the mods themselves. This is a bloodied Gauss Shotgun. As you can see, everything is default. The receiver what I bought was the hardened receiver, which will give you just superior damage. The standard barrel can be changed to the extended barrel and the shielded one, but as I said, the extended is, in my opinion, superior in every single sense. It will up your range by quite a bit. It's 1.5 times almost, with 120 from 84, as well as getting better accuracy for a bit more weight, and a bit less durability, of course. Then you have the standard stock, which can be switched out to the aligned stock, which will actually give you some recoil, as well as the other benefits of hipfire accuracy and accuracy. But the precise stock does give you also hipfire accuracy and accuracy. But as you can see here, this is the standard durability, aligned is worse, precise is much better. This is how they compare. And as I said, shotguns don't really benefit that much from the recoil. I think if anything, the aligned stock is slightly better in terms of VETS usage. It costs a bit less AP to use in VETS. But as I said, this is probably the best option that you can have for this shotgun, the precise stock. Then down to magazine, we have the standard one and the extended one. Then we got the perforating as well, which gives you some better armor penetration. I also want to test out how the extended magazine works, so let's put that one on. Then we got the reflex sight here, as well as the short scope. I'm gonna show you how that works as well. And you can change out the appearance that I was showcasing last time, but I don't know, it again doesn't really worth it in my opinion to change the appearance. Okay, let's test these mods in practice. Firstly, let's see how the magazine size compare. So firstly, we got a blooded Gauss Shotgun with the extended magazine holds, just like for the normal combat shotgun, 12 rounds. This is the drum magazine variant of the combat shotgun, by the way, this is just called extended magazine here. Then we got the normal magazine, which is the either the default or the perforating, is gonna hold you 8 rounds. As you can see, I can hold up to 8. And now testing the short scope on it, this is the reflex sight, while the short scope is gonna look like this. It's actually kind of long for a short scope, I would say. I think it's closer to a medium scope in terms of magnification length. And at the same time, I kinda dislike how slow it is in comparison to the reflex sight. And you know, for shotguns, which are best at close range, you don't want your enemy to have any time of closing in on you while you are, you know, maybe looking down a scope or something. So that's why I think the short scope isn't really worth it for this shotgun. And while this shotgun does have a better range than most other shotguns I have seen so far, it's still not worth trying to use this at, you know, ranges that would benefit from the short scope. Okay, moving on. I will now put on a little bit of an image about how the accuracy or hipfire accuracy compares based on the different setups. But apart from that, I think we covered every single mod pretty much. Last but not least, however, we need to compare the damage. So, as I can see, I'm already down at bloody threshold, and that's why my damage is getting boosted. I do not have the nerd rage though. I think I only have the bloody mess, all the shotgunner perks, as well as the skeet shooter, and that's pretty much it. Let's see the damage. And I do have adrenaline reaction, by the way. So the Exterminator Gauss Shotgun, this does not have a hardened receiver. This is basically the receiver that's just come standard. Whopping 610 damage with all the shotgunner perks. Just to compare that, a bloodied combat shotgun, so that's like, you know, already boosted to maximum by my bloodied effect, actually deals less damage than a default, not even a hardened receiver equipped Gauss Shotgun. So pretty much the best damage boosting effect, legendary effect, is already getting outpaced just by the standard Gauss Shotgun. That's how overpowered it is. So let's just start moving into the correct direction. This thing here has the hardened receiver, and from a whopping 610 damage, it will boost it up to 764 with the hardened receiver only. So that's another 150 damage, and that's why I'm saying the hardened receiver is the best. Then, moving down to the bloodied Gauss Shotgun without the hardened receiver, so this is the bloodied effect. It's already dealing over 1000 damage at 1098. And then if you go down to my one, which I built for myself, and has the hardened receiver and the bloodied effect, it will deal 1370 damage. Again, just to compare, that's over 2 times the damage of the bloodied combat shotgun. And just to compare the other stats, I set up this combat shotgun to be the best in terms of mods. So it has a fire rate of 20, range of 72, and an accuracy of 61. My Gauss Shotgun has a fire rate of 67, which is over 3 times the fire rate, a range of 120, which is almost twice the range, and the accuracy suffers a bit from it, but as far as I saw, it actually doesn't really matter as much because, you know, it has explosives damage. And yeah, by the way, I haven't even shown that it can actually get boosted further by if I put on the Demolition Expert rank 5. From 1370, it will get to 1818. That's ridiculous. That's over 3 times the damage. That's almost 4 times the damage of the combat shotgun. Okay, I guess that's not explosive. I should have compared it to explosive one. I don't have one, so... But still, that's just amazing. And you know, there is another thing that is not really written here, but this thing fires the slowest from the Gauss weaponry. So, you know, the Gauss pistol, Gauss minigun or the Gauss shotgun. Well, the Gauss rifle fires slower, but still. And that's why it's actually more ammo efficient to sustain this one. Because if you go back and check how the ammos compare, a shotgun shell will cost you 4 gunpowder, 4 lead, 10 plastic, and 6 steel. So you need plastic and gunpowder. While a electromagnetic cartridge will only cost you 5 steel and 15 steel and 5 lead. It will cost you 15, while the combat shotgun or the shotgun rounds is only 12. So this is actually more ammo efficient than the combat shotgun itself, which is already, just outpacing it in every single performance way it can. And one last thing is that the durability on it doesn't actually degrade as fast as any of the other Gauss weapons. Just for an example, this is my bloody hard and piercing Gauss shotgun, and I already been using this for days now, and it haven't even lost half of its durability, and it wasn't over repaired either. So yeah, we are off to a really great start, I feel like. Let's see how it does actually in practice. General mobbing wise, if you see, for example, where is this Snallygaster? So, there is a Snallygaster. I shoot at him, that's about half its damage. About 3 shots is what it takes me to kill a Snallygaster with a bloodied combat shotgun. Now let's compare this to the Gauss shotgun. And there is another Snallygaster. Non-charge shot again. 1-shot kill. Let's try it with a bit bigger range and charge shot. 1-shot kill. You cannot pull this damage off with a bloodied combat shotgun, even if you did everything that you had in your power to make it more consistent. And the VETs at this range won't be as accurate to actually warrant using it. And that's why, this is another advantage for this shotgun over the other one. Because the accuracy is sort of, even though it should be worse, it actually outpaces the damage overall because of the explosive attribute that the shotgun has. I'm just gonna try and pull off the Demolition Expert to see how well the explosive damage works without that. But it's still more than enough. Charge shot, instant kill. Non-charge shot, instant kill. So it isn't even the explosive damage that is boosted by the Demolition Expert, it's just basically the raw damage that the weapon has is what carries it so far away. So yeah, let's move on to the tougher targets. Okay, so we actually managed to get ourselves a nice test subject here in a form of the MIRELURK Queen. So, as you know, VATS shotguns are sort of borked, they do much more damage than they should. So right now I'm just going to try and shoot at her without VETs first and then with VETs. And I'll see how it compares. So, non-VETs shot does about this much damage, while VETs shots do about 3 times as much as they should. So I found myself another MIRELURK Queen, and as you will see, the biggest weakness probably of the Gauss shotgun is that its Gauss being makes it very inconsistent in VETs. So sometimes, even with 95% hit chance, you will miss seemingly unmissable shots. I'm gonna try to show it if I don't die immediately as I walk close. Oh, well, I accidentally killed them. I guess that weakness is sort of obliterated by the fact that it just deals insane amount of damage. Charge shot, non-VETs, insta-kill. So yeah, as you can see, the damage on this thing is just asinine, it's just incredible. It should not have this sort of damage, but it does. And the only sort of thing that is holding its damage back in most scenario is that it's one, incredibly inconsistent in VETs. Sometimes you will miss 95% hit shots multiple times in a row, or even if you hit it, it's gonna give you like little to no damage, which is not what VET shots usually do in shotguns, but that's how it's gonna work. And I think that's why you're better off basically just going around, jump up, and then shoot at the feet of your target. If it's a Scorch Beast, then just try to hit it head on, I guess, on the body. But pretty much the shotgun and its explosive damage is gonna do the rest of it for you. And that's why it's just so ridiculously overpowered, and, even without a bloodied one, you can do really well. That is pretty much the entire review. I hope you enjoyed and found it informative. And yes, this is an insane weapon, and it's worth picking up even if you are not a primary shotgun user. because it fits insane capabilities in terms of damage dealing, and it's not even that hard to maintain and just feed it with ammunition in comparison for example, a Gauss minigun. So yeah, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.